I don't know if you're prepared to hear this, especially if you've had the excuse for years and years and years. Oh, I was drunk. I had beer goggles on. I didn't know.
Okay.
Beer goggles are a myth.
Oh, not real.
Yep.
No longer a valid excuse.
No longer a valid excuse.
Oh,
now,
dang.
it will give you liquid courage, which I've said for years. I'm like, just, a little liquid courage, give you, you have a couple of drinks. And you're like, you know what? I want to go up and talk to that person. I wouldn't normally have the courage to make that move, to shoot my shot. But, lowers your inhibitions a little bit. You're like, you know what? I'm all right if I get rejected because it's not going to sting as much because hashtag I'm drunk. And, we'll see what happens. We'll throw caution into the wind. But no longer can you use the term, oh, man, well, this guy or this girl was kind of under my standard because I had beer goggles on.
Got it.
It's still... basically, they're saying now that the old beer goggles are not a thing, that you still see and can recognize attractiveness even when you're drunk. However, it's your inhibitions and your courage to go up to them.
And talk to them. Start the conversation.
I mean, maybe your standard's lower.
Oh, got it. And that's when you normally learn the next morning. Like,
right. Yeah, well,
I should shoot higher.
Well, I should.
Yeah.
You need to, and in that case, you need to have a friend that knows.
Right. That is a little more sober.
Or
that
at
can
least
let you know if you're making a bad decision.
Right. And just like be the guy, the friend that at the end of the night, hey, Ben, we're leaving without her. Okay.
Yes, you're coming with us. Bye-bye to her.
She's not.
Yes.
But thanks.
Thanks for the memories. Bye-bye then.
Right. So you can't use beer goggles
anymore.
anymore.
You're not giving her the number. Nope. Come on with us. Yep. Give her back her phone.
I don't know if you've ever had the beer goggle experience in your life.
Mm-mm.
But
in college, I'll say in college.
I mean, that's typically a time when a lot of people, you're out of the nest for the first time. Yeah. You're learning how to intermingle and build relationships with people.
Yes.
There's a lot of temptation around each and every turn. So hey, look, I get it.
Well, I went to, that was when you kind of went to like fraternity house formals and stuff. And then I'd wake up the next day. Actually, one of my dates scared my roommate. He had very large hair and was just kind of wearing his underwear. He slept out in the living room.
Oh, well, that's very respectable.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then my roommates didn't know we were having a sleepover guest. So my roommate, Katie, walks out and she's like, why is there a big-haired man that's half naked in our living room? And I was like, ow. I didn't end up dating him.
Again, it's the beer goggle thing is now just a myth.
Well, and then another boyfriend I went to it wasn't really a boyfriend, guy I went to a dance with and then ended up staying in the fraternity house. Mm-hmm. I discovered he had contacts because the next day
his eyes were closed shut.
The glasses that he put on were the thickest lenses I believe I've ever seen in real life.
Yeah.
Like it was, all right.
That's funny.
We dated for maybe a month.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't break up with him over his thick glasses, but it was a surprise. I'll say that.
I'll tell you, I realize in looking back at my experiences with parties and things like that and in college, I had my best friend, Mike, he was a lot of times the gatekeeper for me.
Right.
Where that sentence I said earlier, hey, Ben, we're leaving without her. That was a real sentence you said at the end of the night. The lights flip on. It's like,
well, she's nice.
I was ready. I was like,
we're
hey,
vibing.
So yeah, hey, we're having a good time, I've got a new stereo.
I've come see my stereo. That's a
see my
classic
stereo?
line.
You want to see my
That's
stereo?
a classic line.
And
Listen to my Enya CD.
and I know I didn't have Enya, but
I had Enigma.
Well-
Enigma was kind of like that. Was do you remember Enigma? Anybody
Yeah, no.
remember Enigma?
right. No one.
That CD was clutch in college.
But yeah, I mean, it was like I was like, hey, I got a new stereo, and you know,
listen to my
and she was like, yeah, I want to see this stereo of yours, and I'm like,
let's
yeah,
go.
and you know, Mike's like,
It's a
you know
CD
what?
player.
Hey, you know what? We're leaving. We don't have enough seats in the car for everyone, so she's got to go. And so I was like, all right, I guess the group has spoken.
yeah,
so
bye.
it's been fun. But I realized I was never that for him. It was always just like, all right, buddy, you got it.
Yes.
It was always
Good choice.
good job,
Good luck.
buddy.
We'll see you later.
Way to go. Have fun.
Yeah.
You kids have fun.
But he was not allowing.
No,
you to
and I
because maybe
feel
their
like
choices were different. Maybe he just listen.
Maybe he
had higher
wasn't as-
standards for you.
I know maybe he wasn't as good a friend as I thought.
Well, look at who you ended up with.
Well, yeah. But that wasn't a drunken hookup at the end of the night sort of thing.
That's why he was saving you.
Oh, he was
So
saving.
that- yes, so that you could
he paved the path so I could
find your
get to my
gorgeous
wife.
Exactly.
There it is.
Yeah.
All we're trying to say is if you say beer goggles, or if anybody was like, I had beer goggles on
Not a
last
thing,
night. It's
not
not
an
a thing.
excuse.
Sorry, you knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew. You knew.
And get you better friends.
That's right.